Welcome to the final week of your Pink Zebra Consultant Training Program. It's been an amazing 3 months, and our hope is that you've taken the time to work through each of the weekly videos and all of the call to action homework, and that you now have a business that's thriving with bookings on your calendar, a growing team, and increasing income. If that's the case, now it's time for you to begin to set some goals for your Pink Zebra business. Today, I want to talk you through a simple but powerful goal-setting exercise that will support you as you begin to look at what those goals are moving forward. Before I do that, however, I want to encourage you to just take a little time and dream big for a second. What would you attempt in your Pink Zebra business if you knew you would succeed, if failure wasn't even an option? Take some time and create a dream board or list. And just really allow your mind to kind of go out and play. You don't need to be attached to the outcome or how you think you'll accomplish these things. Just dream. If it's something that you want, put it on your dream board. It's really an important part of the goal setting process because it's hard to know what you want until you take the time to really think about it and begin to dream. Let's step in to the rest of today's training and talk about goal setting. So you're looking at a visual goal setting tool that I developed several years ago called the Anatomy of a Goal. Now you can see this is a pyramid. You can download a blank copy of this form on the ZebraNet site. I want to talk you through how to use this sheet, not only for your own goal setting, but also, more importantly, as you begin to work with other new consultants to help them set their goals. So let's start with the tip of this pyramid. This is your goal. What do you want? For example, I want 3 new team members per month. I want $3,000 in personal sales per month. I want to quit my full-time job by the end of the year. I want to promote to the next level within 3 months. You want to make sure that you're very clear and precise and specific about what your goal is. The center is what it would be worth for you to have your goal, or your why. Why do you want that goal? What is it worth to you to have it? And that's a really important question. What if obtaining this goal could change your life significantly? What would that be worth to you? In coaching, we use a scale of 1 to 10. So ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this to me? And I'm going to tell you, it has to be a fairly high number. If this why is not a high number, you're probably not going to make it happen, because the next area that we're going to be looking at is what you're willing to do in service of that goal. And if it's not important to you, the energy that you're going to commit to it is probably not going to be very intense. Now, the bottom of the pyramid, you're going to notice, is not only the largest part, it's also the foundation. The 2 other sections of this pyramid rest on that bottom portion. That portion represents what you're willing to do to get what you want. What actions will you commit to in service of that goal, or your how? You can't control the goal. And I want to repeat that because it's important and possibly something that you haven't heard before, because we're always told, write down your goals, right? You cannot control the goal. You can't control whether or not you'll actually recruit 3 people per month. You can control what you're willing to do, what actions you're willing to commit to in service of that goal. So what are you willing to do in order to recruit 3 people per month? What actions can you commit to on a consistent basis? Maybe you're going to hand out recruit bags at all of your parties. You're going to talk to at least 5 people per week. You're going to make at least 10 follow-up calls per week. You're going to invite people to an opportunity event that you're doing once a month at your house. Those are action steps. Those are things that you can absolutely control. Can you control the outcome of those things? No, you can't. And if you're putting action behind your goal, that is what you can control. Now, you should have 3 different whys, and you can see on the form that you downloaded from ZebraNet spaces for those. So 1 goal, 3 whys for every one of those goals. And then as many action steps as you can think of. And you can see that I've left spaces for 9 action steps. Because for every goal you have, it's important that you have the action steps to commit to get that goal. And the more you commit to, and the more action steps you commit to, the bigger chance you're going to have of actually realizing your goal. And you have to be creative. As you get down to number 7, 8, and 9 in those action steps, you have to start asking yourself, what else could I do? What else? What else? What else? So now that you know how to use the anatomy of a goal worksheet, let's talk about how you implement these goals that you're setting. Let's assume, just for argument's sake, that your goal is to promote to the next level within the next 6 months. First, you have to know intimately exactly what it's going to take for you to reach that level, which means you have to be very clear about your compensation plan and exactly how that works. So you're going to focus on the next step in that plan for you. And that means you're going to have to know exactly how many recruits you'll need to bring in, what sort of volume you'll need to be producing, and really truly break that down so that you're clear about how to get to that next level. So break it down and then write it down month by month. Go to your calendar and map out exactly how that looks. What do I need to do in the way of sponsoring and personal sales? And if you're working with a team, what does my team need to do in order for me to take that next promotion? Let's say, for example, you need 6 recruits in order to hit the next promotional level, and all of them need to qualify. Well, if you're looking at 6 months, you can actually say, if I sponsor 1 person and qualify them every single month, I'll hit my goal within 6 months. That's much more doable, or at least it seems like it, than saying 6 recruits. That feels overwhelming. My mother used to say, the best way to eat an elephant is 1 bite at a time. So break it down and get really clear about exactly what you need to do month by month and even week by week in order to bring about this goal that you've decided that you want. You need to have a weekly time to check in with yourself as well, because here's the thing. If you haven't hit the goals that you set for yourself for that week or for that month, you need to find a way to roll those over into your current week or month so that you make sure you stay on track with the long-term goal of 6 months. So if your goal is 1 recruit lead per month and you didn't quite make it last month, that means you need to be focused on getting 2 this month so you stay on track for that 6-month goal. And then when you do that check-in with yourself every week, just get really honest and ask yourself, how did I do this week? Did I show up for myself? Did I take the actions that I had committed to before the week started to make sure that I was getting in front of enough people, doing sponsoring interviews, and bringing those people into my business? And if the answer is no, what can I do differently next week to make sure that I am moving toward what I want? It really is a self-discipline piece, and I think checking in with yourself is a big part of that. How did I do? What did I not do well? What could I do differently next time? This isn't about judging yourself or being hard on yourself. It's about looking at your results and making the changes you need to make to get what you want. The bottom line here is goal setting is an extremely important part of success in your Pink Zebra business. You have to take the time to clearly define what you want, to really get clear about why that's important to you at a high level, and then to map out your action plan so that you know the next step that you need to take in order to hit that goal. Your action step for this week is to download the Anatomy of a Goal, that worksheet from ZebraNet, and complete it for at least 1 business goal that you have for yourself for the next 6 months. Now remember, this is a great tool to use with your team as you begin to grow your team as well, and to support them in growing their businesses too. That concludes the ongoing consultant training program. It's been my absolute pleasure to work with you over the course of the last 12 weeks through the new consultant training program and then these 11 weeks of ongoing training to support you in getting the tools that you need to succeed. I have no doubt that if you take what you've learned and you apply it very intentionally and on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to your business, your success will be amazing. This is Julianne Jones, wishing you the best of luck in your Pink Zebra business.